What's going on, y'all? So today I really wanted to do something different, you feel me? And started speaking on some different subjects because today's Saturday, just taking it away, usually just be speaking on music and what's going on in the world, but right now I'm just been taking more and more time towards myself, you feel me? And right now what I wanted to speak on was like 7 things that they don't want you to know. I got it right here on my computer. I'm finna, speak on these questions, you feel me? It's bugs and shit getting on my computer. Okay, so number one, who created God? So in my opinion, man, I hear a lot of people talk about it, and a lot of people bring up this question of who created God and who was the creator of God and this and that. We really don't know who was the creator until we get to that point where we understand things. And in this human experience, it's going to be hard to do that. You know, I feel like after death, we'll know more about it and more of who he is and who that is. You feel me? That's just what I feel like. I don't know. But we don't know who created God or who created that because that type of knowledge is like beyond. I don't think any type of human would be able to comprehend or understand that type of knowledge. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much what that is. So we're gonna move on to number two. So number two is, why can I see the sun and the moon at the same time? And this has been something that I've questioned myself. And that is just so weird to me that we're able to see what's supposed to be in the daytime and what's supposed to be in the nighttime all at once, simultaneously. That shit is weird to me, for real. It's like you don't know what's real. Like, you know the sun is real, but the moon being out at the same time as the sun, that raises a lot of questions. Because you wake up every day thinking, damn, there's bugs and shit. I don't be out here a lot. I'm in my backyard with it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. It's like you wake up every day used to seeing the sun in the daytime and the moon in the nighttime. It comes to a point where nowadays you seeing both, which is weird. It makes you think like, what's really going on? Is the moon real? Is it? I don't know. But at the end of the day, we still do not know. These are questions that really make you rethink how you've been thinking. Sort of like a reprogramming in a way, to be honest with you. So let's move on to the next question. Why don't they teach us about slavery in school? Why don't they teach us about how we were before slavery? You know what I mean? We always learn about a president or Abraham Lincoln or, you know what I mean? That's the same shit we learn every year. Same shit we learn every single year. It don't change. And I was a person who realized this when going through middle school. Like, it's the same shit we're getting taught every, oh shit, bugs. Every single year. Same thing. Nothing different. You know what I mean? It's like, it raises question into what we really want to learn. You know, don't nobody want to learn about no white man every single year in the same shit. Oh, Abraham Lincoln ended slavery, Martin Luther King. And then that's another thing. When we do bring up these questions, when we do bring up these uh, these uh, uh, these black figures in the school, it's always the same people. Like, I understand that people need to learn about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, but they don't even speak on that. They just they just speak on Martin Luther King and all the people that you already know, Rosa Parks, just to make you feel like, you know what I mean, like you learned something when you already know about that. Everybody knows about that. We want to get deeper into the people that we don't know. You know what I mean? Nobody asks these questions because they're programmed, because they blind. School is a joke anyways. We're not gonna get on that subject right now. No pun intended. But we're going on to the next question. So the next question is, if the earth is a globe, why can't I fly overseas? And with that being said, it's like I had a trip that I went to. I went to Miami not too long ago, and I live in Erie, Pennsylvania, the north side. We traveled from the north side to the south side. My thing is, if the earth is the way they say it is, why couldn't we just fly across seas and get back there to Erie, Pennsylvania quicker than just going back and forth and back and forth? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I need to know why we can't do that. People don't ask that question though, because once again, they're either blind or programmed. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's really all I had to say on that subject. It's really not much to it. It's like, why? You know what I mean? I'm not a person who really puts out that belief of the round earth and the flat earth, because I don't know at the end of the day. But in my opinion, I'm not sure what is and what isn't when it comes to the flat earth or the round earth or anything like that. But we're gonna move on to the next question. So, next question is, why can't people live or survive or even go to Antarctica? That's another question that people need to start, you know what I'm saying, realizing that if you're trying to block me from going somewhere like an area where, like, first of all, bro, we live in a modern society. There's niggas that are going to the moon, and the moon is colder than, space is colder than Antarctica. So you mean to tell me you're able to go to the moon, but we can't go to Antarctica or survive in Antarctica? Once again, questions that people don't usually ask, don't bring up. I bet you didn't even know that, did you? But it is weird though. The old cold thing, the control of weather and all of that stuff, which leads me on to my next question. How can they tell what the weather would be a year, or not a year, but a week from now? Nobody ever, like, people think just because they got, oh, we got machines, we're able to tell, but a week from now, my nigga, for real, that shit ain't real to me. It's not. It's like you either, if you able to control, they're able to control the weather in the first place. That's the reason why they're able to predict it, if you didn't already know that. People are able to go onto the news and see everything is a simulation, bro. Wake up, same shit, everything move, everything is the same. Sun come up, sun go down, get the news. Like, everything is programmed, everything is just in a simulation. It's like a fucking game. You know what I mean? It's like, it's weird, bro. Like, people don't ask these questions. People don't realize it. Like, they're in control of the weather. Like, just recently, I live in a weird city where our weather just don't know what it want to do. But it was snowing in May. Snowing in May. It was cold. And usually it takes some time for it to get back to normal for us to recover from, like, winter and everything. But usually that ends in, like, between February and March. It was snowing in May. So that goes to show you that everything is being controlled, bro. I don't understand why, but as far as I'm concerned, we are in a simulation. Which leads me on to my last question. The last thing I wanted to talk about. People say, why did God create the devil? I don't think necessarily he created him, because I've heard a story about the devil being an angel before he fell and was cast down into, I guess, hell. And then that's when he, I guess, turned into the devil or whatever. For real, I think it's all due to balance. It all has to do with balance, the balance of good and evil, the balance of light and dark. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, of course, we need balance. It can't be an imbalance in anything. It's just like that movie, what's the movie called? Avengers. Avengers Infinity War with the, damn, I forgot his name. What is his name again? Thanos. When he wanted balance, he didn't want 100% of the world. He wanted to take 50% of the entire population away so that everything would be balanced. He was a villain who was actually interesting because he made sense. You know, I don't know about the whole thing about where does God come from, or who created God and who created the person who created God. And at the end of the day, we really don't know, but all we can do really is not make up, but come up with these ideas that are close enough to good, that make enough sense. Because at the end of the day, we all could be wrong, you know? And I know this video might be different from what I usually post and I switch it up a little too much, but I just want some versatility on the channel and be able to connect with people even more, connect with myself as well, because there's things that I'm going through. There's a reason why I'm out here, you know what I mean? Need a cleansing, a detox, you know what I'm saying? Put my feet in the grass, get some sun, feel me? People out here looking, they probably think I'm crazy talking to myself. But yeah, man, we are living in like a weird time. And it's only right that you focus on yourself and get yourself right. Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. It's keeping yourself healthy, you know what I mean, in a good spirit and all of that. That's what really matters. But I'm not going to make this like too long. I'm going to end it off right here. I want y'all to keep your head up, stay positive, you know what I mean, remain healthy, keep yourself in good thoughts, you know. I'm out.